As the U.S. economy gradually reopens, the Federal Reserve is expecting a long road to recovery. The central bank says it does not expect unemployment to reach pre-COVID levels until 2022 at the earliest. It is predicting a 9.3% unemployment rate at year's end, dropping to 6.5% in 2021. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell laid out the steps the bank will take on the road to recovery.
We're not thinking about raising rates. We're not even thinking about raising rates. So what we're thinking about is providing support for this economy. We do think this is going to take some time. I think most forecasters believe that. It would be great if we got a whole bunch more months of job creation like that.
Joining me now is Washington Post economics correspondent and author of the article, Heather Long. Welcome, Heather. Great to have you with us. So, Heather, tell us, the Federal Reserve predicts a slow recovery. So how long should we expect it to take to get the economy back on track to pre-coronavirus numbers?
Well, they don't see that happening before 2022. So this is a very slow and long recovery is what they're trying to say. And actually, the Federal Reserve's projections were a little bit better than some we've seen from Wall Street economists or even from the Congressional Budget Office. So the fact that even the Fed, which is usually on the more conservative end, is saying, look, America, this is going to be long and painful. We're still going to have millions of people out of work. The Fed chair kept stressing during that press conference Wednesday that millions of people could permanently lose their jobs because of this. And that seems to be their biggest concern and their biggest focus.
So since millions of out-of-work Americans may never get their old jobs back, according to the Fed, what is the Fed's plan for reviving the U.S. economy?
Well, they can't do it all. Their main message Wednesday is we're doing everything we can, but Congress needs to step up. Fed Chair Powell has been saying that for weeks. He's been sort of voicing support for another stimulus bill that's being debated right now in Congress. But in terms of what the Fed is doing, they're using their two biggest tools. Number one is they've cut interest rates to zero. And on Wednesday, they told the nation those rates will stay near zero through 2022. So anyone looking to buy a home or a new car or take out a business loan, that really helps them. It makes them, we're seeing mortgage rates, the 30-year mortgage rate is at an all-time low. But of course, in order to be able to borrow money, you usually have to have a job. You usually have to have some savings. A lot of Americans right now don't have that.
So a lot of people point to the fact that the Fed's pledge to keep interest rates near 0% through 2022, as you just outlined, could actually deepen wealth inequality across the country, which we know is already a big problem. Can you explain how that could happen?
It's very, very simple. Just look at the stock market. We've obviously seen a pretty big rally in the stock market since the end of March. Now, it did fall dramatically on Thursday, but still stocks are almost back to where they were before the pandemic hit, which is kind of mind-boggling given that we still have close to 30 million people out of work right now. So that's one of the main ways you're seeing it. Similar with what we were talking about, like home buying or taking out a business loan right now. The only people who can do that are people who are very well off, your top kind of 10 to 20% people. So those people are looking around right now and seeing lots of things they can buy and lots of ways they can profit even more, whereas the bottom 40% of the nation has suffered the majority of the job losses. These people don't have an income coming in, and this is a very, very hard time for them. And so that's inequality right there. The top is profiting off this moment, the bottom is suffering.
And Heather, nearly 20 states across the country have reported a growing number of coronavirus cases in recent days. Would the threat of a second wave impact these plans for recovery?
Definitely. And this is one of the biggest warnings. I wrote a piece back in April warning of a W recovery. We've all been debating what the shape looks like, but the second wave, it means we could have to shut parts of the nation down again, or simply even if governors don't shut things down again, people are going to be scared. They're not going to want to go out. if it feels like cases are spiking again in their area, and that means it's another hit to the economy nationwide. Fed Chair Powell was warning about that as well, again on Wednesday, and that's why he's urging Congress, come on, you need to be thinking about what more aid this economy needs.
Heather Long, thank you so much for sharing your economic insight with us.
Thank you.